Welcome back, everyone. We've been talking about a shipwrecked faith and things that could inwardly cause people to turn their back on God or their faith. We talked about the love of money, the love of the world. But today I want to talk about the love of education. Now, let me explain by reading you some things that Paul told Timothy. In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 20, it says, "O Timothy, guard what has been entrusted to you, avoiding worldly and empty chatter and the opposing arguments of what is falsely called knowledge." Verse 21, "which some have professed and thus gone astray from the faith." We go over to 2 Timothy chapter number 3, verse number 7. And this is a list of things that people will do in the latter days. And he says, "They're always learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth." And then over in chapter 4, verses 3 and 4, again, the last days and what people will do. "For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but wanting to have their ears tickled, they will accumulate for themselves teachers in accordance to their own desires, and will turn away from their ears from the truth, and will turn aside to myths." Friends, in our culture today, we find in both elementary, high school, colleges, all educational systems, even in churches, oftentimes, we hear people that are teaching things that really are tickling the ears of what people want to hear. And they're not really biblical. They're not really true. And especially in the educational system. And we find our young people that are very vulnerable, that are turning their backs on the God that they were taught and raised with. They're turning their backs because some educator told them something that was non-biblical. And yet they believe the educator rather than God himself or the word of God. And I want to just say to you, it's so important for us to hold on to what the word says. Let us not be led astray by educators. And friends, I'm not opposed to education, but I have one myself. But everything we hear, whether it's in the pulpit, whether it's in the classroom, no matter where it is, we must examine it by the word of God. Don't be turned away. Don't be shipwrecked by the voices in this world. Hold fast to the truth. God bless you. Be back with us again tomorrow. We're going to look at some things that can help us and keep us solid in the faith, even in the midst of difficult times. God bless you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.